Coming up on the Sports Desk, it's the playoffs on the hardwooded pitch. We'll get you basketball and soccer highlights from all over town. Whoa, Nelly, it's getting cray-cray, everybody. Plus, some of Torrance's best taking part in the 9th annual Zamperini Invitational, of course, honoring the legend himself. Buckle up, my top 5 sauciest plays from February, and so much more sauce is coming at you right now. Heyo, what's up, everybody? Welcome inside the SportsDesk studio. I'm your host, Collin Kushner. Twitter me this, Twitter me that. Hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag BoomSauce. How many of you watched the Oscars? I did too, with my phone right next to me so I could zone out. From the parts I did see, Chris Rock hashtag killed it, and he was the only reason why I tuned in for a few. Here on the show, I have my very own award to hypothetically give out. The category is Most Dramatic Play That Happens Outside of Torrance by a Torrance Area Athlete. Cue the music, Gus and Allen. The Oscar for Most Dramatic Play to Happen Outside of Torrance by a Torrance Area Athlete goes to Mad Max Fury Road. That's awkward. Looks like my card and Chris Rock's got switched. Let me do that again. The Oscar for Most Dramatic Play to Happen Outside of Torrance by a Torrance Area Athlete goes to Stephen Thompson Jr. Good old STJ, a product of Bishop Montgomery. Check out his Steph Curry-esque shot against UW.
Thompson with time. Stevie Thompson Jr. at the buzzer, and he got it! He got it! Oregon State wins it! Thompson with time. Thompson. He got it!
Stephen Thompson Jr.'s game-winning shot versus UW is a foreshadowing for what's about to go down right here on the show. Unfortunately, the infamous play I'm alluding to took place in overtime, and we left after the first half. The Knights could have used STJ in the first, that's for sure. Uh-oh, we have Mr. Boomsauce standing by at Elko. Mr. B, don't toss back to me. You'll be doing the Bishop Damien highlight, all right? Hope you can hear me. Take it away, Mr. B. Yeah, thanks, Collin. Mr. Boomsauce here at El Camino College. Not for El Camino College athletics, though. Bishop Montgomery taking on Damien High School. It's the CIF Southern Section Open Division second round. A huge matchup, and I'll be dropping some Boomsauce bombs. Ethan Thompson, what up? Let's pick it up in the first quarter. Damien up. The Knights did not shoot the ball well in the first quarter. David Singleton doinks the three. A few plays later, Fletcher Tynan, he's going to try and erase David Singleton's mistake, but that's another doinker for him. Rough first quarter for the Knights, down 15-6 after one. To the second, same score. The Knights starting to heat up. David Singleton with the steal, and he takes it all the way to the rack for 2. 4 easy points. Excuse me, I jumped the gun. Next offensive possession, Jordan Shackle to Singleton. 4 easy points for number 21. Bishop down by 5. Later in the second, Bishop down by 8. Ethan Thompson drives, kicks to David Singleton, and he finally gets that one to go. Remember, he missed the 3 a little bit earlier. 3 of his 27 points. We missed a wild second half in overtime. David Singleton, a huge part of that. Knights win an OT, 58-56. I wonder if David Singleton and Steph Curry are related in some way, shape, or form. The Knights win in dramatic fashion thanks to Steph Curry. Excuse me, I meant to say David Singleton. It's Bishop's second straight win in the CIF Southern Section Open Division quarterfinals. From there, all I do was win, win, win. Not anymore. That's DJ Khaled's Evil Twin Brothers hit song. Sierra Canyon scores more points than Bishop Montgomery in the Open Division semifinals. It's the first time in those years the Knights will miss out on playing for a Southern Section Open Division title. Let's get weird. Here's more sauce for your fries. Bishop lost to Sierra Canyon back in 2014 in the Open Division Consolation Championship game. That's also the same year they lost to Chino Hills in the first round of the Southern Section Open Division bracket. Yes, the same Chino Hills squad that handed the Knights their first and only regular season loss this year. But guess what? The Black and Gold went on to win the program's third state title that year. If history repeats itself, I smell a fourth for the Knights. Woo! We getting wild on the show because that's what we do all the time. Oh, what a program. Since Doug Mitchell took over as the boys basketball head coach 26 years ago, the Knights have made 26 straight playoff appearances, have won 3 CIF state rings, and 5 Southern Section championships. Can somebody say dynasty? Bishop Montgomery season isn't over, folks. They will be participating in the State Open Division Tournament later on this month. Same sport, different gender. I told you on last week's show that South girls basketball was heating up like pasta. Unfortunately, South didn't read the cooking directions and took the pasta off the burner a little early in the Southern Section quarterfinals. The Spartans hosting the Bruce Arians-less Cardinals. It's South's 3rd straight trip to the Southern Section quarters. They won last year and lost the year before. First quarter, South down by 1. Taylor McCullough to Ali Mia. Nice move off the glass and in. The Spartans take the lead. A few minutes later, South down 7-9. Carissa Deadman to Caitlin Martin. Martin for 3. She hits the 3 ball. South goes back up for now. Number 13 is heating up to the second quarter. South down by 4. Caitlin Martin, I told you she was heating up, and she hits another 3 ball. Martin cuts the deficit to just 1. And then to the third, it didn't go over very well for the Spartans. Christy Takahashi loses the ball. Ali Mia, nope. Paige Hayase, In-N-Out Burger. Great place, but that's not good in basketball terms. 0 points in the third quarter for the Spartans. They fall to Orange Lutheran 51-35. Orange Lutheran takes care of business against the Spartans. No repeat scenario for Coach Imamura and co. South is now 1-2 in their last 3 quarterfinals appearances. And then there was one. West girls basketball is the only Torrance area girls squad still in the playoffs. No pressure or anything. West's last loss was against North. That was about 1 month ago now. And the many faces of Bill Atkinson still make it seem like his team is in the middle of a 56-game losing streak. The Seahawks taking the very long bus ride to West Torrance. 4 minutes without traffic, according to Google Maps. Both teams very familiar with each other. West used to be in the very powerful Bay League with the Russell Wilson-less Seahawks. First quarter, West down by 2. But before we get to that, Haley Tanabe's going to say, "What's up?" because that's what you do when they call your name. First quarter, West down by 2. Kaylee Atkinson gets the ball from Tanabe, pulls up for 3. She hits it. Atkinson fielding it from long range. West up by 1. Final seconds of the first. Kaylee Atkinson, nice move all the way to the rack. The lefty floater goes. Atkinson would finish the evening with 10 points. West up by 1 after 1. Late second. The Warriors down by 1. Haley Tanabe to Haley Jones. Are you jonesing me? She falls over, but gets it to go. Free throw. Ensuing free throw she would miss. West has a 1-point lead at recess. So the third, West, they start off on fire. Cameron Morimoto hits 3. Next play, Haley Tanabe. Well, she's going to take a book out of Cameron Morimoto's book. Tanabe causes the turnover, dribbles up, but she's going to get a little bit closer than Morimoto. Hits the 2. Tanabe and co. grooving, 2 of her 9 points. West in the driver's seat. And then to the fourth quarter, it's a 7-point lead for West. Haley Tanabe to Dakota Jones, deep deuce, 9-point lead for Coach Atkinson and co. And then under 20 seconds to go, West up by 6, but Redondo hits the 3 ball. They're not going away like that. The Seahawks down by 3. Ensuing inbounds, Haley Tanabe gets fouled, hits the first free throw. The second free throw, money in the bank, cash or check. That's the way the cookie crumbles. Let's storm the court. West wins 47-42. We going back to the finals. What? We going back to the finals. What? So the Warriors grabbed their 3rd straight semis win, according to MaxPreps.com. It's the first meeting between these two squads since February 2014. West came out on top. Keep in mind, folks, all 5 Torrance area girls squads made the playoffs last year, and all 4 out of 5 captured CIF Southern Section titles. That's definitely not the case this year. West, the only school currently alive. If they win, well, the hats are coming off because this will be their 3rd straight Southern Section title. Nothing like the good old hat trick. It's also the hat trick for me using hockey terms on the show. 3rd week in a row. Still to come, we have highlights from both West and North girls soccer from the pitch and plenty more prep sauce. We will be back in 37 seconds. Don't even think about getting off the couch.
Hi, this is Officer Matt Harvey with the California Highway Patrol.
And I'm Betsy Totten with Caltrans. We want you to be prepared for driving in heavy El Nino storms.
And always slow down in bad weather. If a road is flooded, try to find an alternate route, but never drive around barricades. Less than a foot of water can move your car.
Standing water can damage engines and stall you far from safety, so slow down.
If your vehicle stalls in the roadway, exit the vehicle immediately. In the event of an emergency, call 911.
Be storm ready.
Playoffs? Don't talk about it. Playoffs? You kidding me? Playoffs? Playoffs? Don't talk about it.
The playoffs. Thank you, Jim Mora. Welcome back. Don't forget to hit me up on Twitter. That's at Collin Kushner using the hashtag BoomSauce. Remember, send in pics and videos showing your school spirit, and I'll get you right here on the show. West girls basketball is hashtag killing it, and West girls soccer has followed right in their footsteps. Or vice versa. The West girls won a Southern Section title on the hardwood last year. The West girls did the same thing on the pitch. It's the Warriors' third straight trip to the CIF Southern Section second round. If they win, we can throw our hats on the field as they complete the hat trick of 3 straight second-round dubs. If they lose, we won't be able to do that. The Warriors haven't lost a match since January. A lot has changed since, like Donald Trump's hair. West has outscored their opponent 6-2 in their last 2 second-round dubs. Coach looking on. She's not saying anything yet. First half, West up 2-0. The Warriors with a ton of scoring chances. That was Caitlin Fergulia. Caitlin Fergulia again. Barely misses the net, then Caitlin Fergulia, cross, nobody's there. West up 2-0 at recess. They roll 5-0 over Los Altos. Remember, we missed goals were scored before we got there. Goals happen after we saw nothing. Some go by the motto, another day, another dollar, but for West, it's another day, another win. The Warriors donut Los Altos for their 3rd straight CIF Southern Section round, or second round 2 victory. West has outscored their opponents 11-2 in those 3 games. Good for them, and yikes for the 3 teams on the opposite side of that. The last 2, though, have been donuts from Stan Makita Shop in Aurora, Colorado. Party on, Wayne. Party on, Garth. West making their 3rd straight quarterfinals appearance, but like anything in life, all good things come to a close. The curtain on West's season drops prematurely. They fall to the Mustangs in penalty kicks. GTL, otherwise known as Gym Tan and Lingerie, became famous on MTV's hit series, The Jersey Shore. It was also the dumbest thing to ever hit television. That same year in 2009, something else happened that's actually applicable here in Torrance. Let's head up north. The Saxons are in unfamiliar territory. The playoffs. It's North's first trip past the first round in 7 years. The Saxons in the middle of a 1-game win streak. Yay! North playing host to Warren. Remember, North found the back of the net 6 times against the Knights during the day. In the first round, I should say Knight. I said that incorrectly. Saxons with plenty of scoring chances, but Knight also had a couple too. Ali Armijo, it looks like she gets a piece of that. And then North with another scoring chance as Desiree James shot on net. Stopped by the keeper. North still down. Then a few minutes later, the Bears strike 2-0. Yo, final. Say bye-bye. The playoff journey for the Saxons is now over. What a run, though. I mentioned earlier, this is North's first trip to the second round since 2009. Plenty of positives to take with them. North finished second in league right behind rival West, a team that could probably compete against a small college. A big boom sauce congrats to the Saxons on a very successful 2016 season. On the boys' side of things, South Downs Gladstone 3-1. The Green Squad is the only boys team still in the mix. It's their first quarterfinals win in 3 years. The Spartans are going back to the semis for the first time since, 2013. If they win, they will be making their first CIF Southern Section Finals trip since, you got it, 2013. Still to come, we have the 9th annual Zampariti Track and Field Invitational, JUCO highlights from the Diamond, and my top 5 sauciest plays for February. Get your popcorn ready.
Thanks for coming in for the interview.
Oh, yeah, of course.
All right, we got your personal references, your resume, high school diploma or equivalent.
Skip the drama. Get your diploma.
Yes, it's right there.
Great.
Take that first step towards a better future. Find free adult education classes at finishyourdiploma.org.
Welcome back, everybody. Check out our Instagram page. That's the SportsDesk TV for cool pics, video, and some awesome filters. For those that are familiar with Insta, you know what's up. Here in Southern California, we are known for three things: great weather, beaches, and earthquakes. That's until the Torrance tornado came to town 97 years ago. The very track program Louis Zamperini ran for held their 9th annual Zamperini Invitational at the iconic Zamperini Stadium. This year's track and field meet was the largest turnout, according to Torrance head coach Kyle Irvine. The meet has evolved over the last 9 years into a full-fledged event with teams from the South Bay and beyond. Coach Irvine said Zamperini loved coming out to the event and watching all of the athletes compete. Here's some results from the Zamperini Invitational. The North Varsity girls #killing it. They grabbed first place in the 8x200 meter relay and 800 sprint medley. Zamperini could run, and so could former North Saxon Mike Juarez. Whoa! It's weird saying former. For those of you that live under a rock, the all-purpose stud will be taking his talents to UCLA in a few weeks. But before he says adios to Torrance, Mayor Patrick Fury and the rest of the Torrance City Council honored Mike for his achievements both on and off the field. We all know by now that Mike can play football, and if you didn't know that, I suggest you start using this new invention I like to call the internet. But it's not just his on-the-field achievements that make him such a well-respected young man. Coach, take it away.
We talked about the gifted outside. The inside is as incredible as what you see on the outside. Not only is he a tremendous football player, which you can see the God-given genetics, he's made the most of it himself. He trains tirelessly on the field, and he works in the classroom to get himself ready to be a student athlete at UCLA. He's a fantastic kid. He's a fantastic brother, son, every shape and form that you can throw in. He's at the top of the list.
I'll never forget the first time I had the chance to interview Mike on camera. It was the summer before his junior year of football. I met him for the very first time and said, "Whoa!" And that was it. I always jokingly put myself in the scenario that if someone said, "Hey, Collin, I'll give you $1 million to take a hit for Mike," what would I do? My answer would be, no, absolutely not. Seems like Mayor Patrick Fury's grandson feels the same way.
I shared with him a little story before that my grandson plays for West High. And in the Northwest game this year, my grandson was a tight end, and he went out for a pass and said it was about 4 to 6 feet over his head. And he turned around and he saw this guy there, and he said, "Thank God I didn't catch it."
What a story. Congrats again to Mike. Remember, buddy, go easy on my Sun Devils next year. If Mike tackled me, I'd be on the ground. If I wrestled against South's Jacob Sider, I'd be on the mat in 2 seconds, and that's me being generous to myself here, folks. Sider and some other Torrance area athletes making headlines at the CIF Southern Section's Masters meet in Ontario, not Canada, California, eh? South's Jacob Sider grabs first place in the 182-pound division, and West Amir Alinigian snags 6th place in the 138-pound division. Both dudes will be participating in the state meet at Rabobank Arena in Bakersfield. Softball is back, everybody, and out of all of the Torrance area programs, the Bishop Montgomery Knights have not been good the last few years. Hey now, things could change. The Black and Gold have a new coach, a guy that would have a way better LinkedIn profile if he was on it. He still might be, I don't know. Former Loyola Marymount head coach Gary Farron is the new man in charge. Farron has quite the LinkedIn-worthy resume like I just alluded to. He was the head coach over at LMU for 21 seasons, amassing just under 700 wins, and is the winningest coach in Loyola Marymount athletics history. The laundry list of achievements just goes on and on and on and on. I think you get the point. To add to his 693 wins, he also has won 3 PCSC titles and is a 3-time Coach of the Year award winner. Farron has a huge task in front of him, though. According to records via MaxPrep.com and the Bishop Montgomery Athletics website, they haven't made the postseason since 2009 and haven't won a league title since 2007. Yikes! Farron does have black and gold ties, though. Both his wife and daughter graduated from Bishop Montgomery. His first 2 games as head coach, not good. The Knights dropped their first 2 games of the prestigious Redondo tournament. It's the 3rd year in a row Bishop has lost their first 2 games of the Redondo tourney. Night Country is in desperate need of some Disney magical fairy dust. Woo! Let's take a 30-second break. When we come back, it's JUCO time. I'll get you Elko highlights from both diamonds, plus my top 5 sauciest plays in February. Get your tissues ready. That grass makes my allergies act up.
Why is my son having trouble in school?
Finding lowest airfare to Istanbul.
No, I'm tired of fighting with my son over his homework.
Home, walk, restaurant. Need a review?
No. He's smart, but his mind wanders.
7 wonders of the world.
Why don't you understand me?
I do. I was trying to show how Connor feels every day. Redirecting to understood.org.
Join parents and experts at understood.org, a free online resource about learning and attention issues to help your child thrive.
Remember to hit me up on all social media platforms, showing me your school spirit, and I'll get you right here on the show. Elko baseball has now lost 1 game in a row, but that's about to change in a monstrous way. Against Imperial Valley College, there was a lot of scoring, and it was not from Imperial Valley. Let me paint you a picture like Vincent van Gogh before he cut off his ear. Elko has outscored Imperial Valley 20-7 their last 3 meetings. If you take Imperial's 7 and add it to Elko's 20, you get boom sauce. The Warriors hosting the Arabs for a nice afternoon at the park. This one turned ugly quickly. Bottom 2, Elko down 1-0. Nobody on, nobody out. Nick Sablock singles to right. He gets the first base, no problemo. Next batter, Connor Underwood. He gets under this one. He singles, Sablock to second. Underwood safe at first. Next batter, Jacob Carr lays down the boot, and he's gonna motor on over like a car. Bases are chucked now. Kyle Henmayat, the dish, pass ball. Nick Sablock, who singled a few plays ago, slides in safely. We're all tied up. Everyone's pumped up, and now Henmai at the dish, and he spanks one up the middle. 2-run score. Connor Underwood and Jacob Carr. He motors around. Elko up 3-1. They had 5 more in the inning and demoralize Imperial Valley 27-2. I'm not making that up. Yikes. I don't even know what to say. Elko wins by 25. You'd think I was talking about a basketball game. It's Elko's largest win over the Arabs since 2012 when they put up 16. Imperial Valley needs help and fast. Elko's next game against LA Mission, just a little bit closer. Zach Ferriera hanging out. You'll hear from him in just a second. Elko dropped their first meeting with Eagles 9-4, looking for some revenge. Top 1, no score. Seabass Sanchez on the mound for Elko. Josh Carlin. See you later, buddy. Sanchez is just getting started. 2 batters later, 2 outs. Seabass. Willie DiBarcina goes fishing, except he didn't catch a fish. 1-2-3 inning for Seabass. 2 of his 6 punch-outs on the afternoon. Bottom 1, base is empty, 1 out. Noah Barba boots down the left field line. He's safe at first base. Next batter, Zach Ferriera. I told you he was going to do something in this highlight, and this is what he's about to do. Ferriera, bartender Jack. Warriors go up 2-0 after the 2-run Jaeger bomb. 5-2, yo final. They say 2 is better than 1. Elko wins their 2nd in a row and is now banana splitting the season series with LA Mission. The Warriors crossed the plate 32 times in 2 games. That's insane, folks. The faster game of the diamond is back, similar to baseball, the freshly cut grass. The dust blowing into your eyes, peanuts everywhere. Softball is here, and here for a while. After the grand slam of losses plus a single, Elko's softball is right in the middle of their 2nd winning streak of 2016. Woo! Elko hosting the Vikes. The Warriors have won their last 5 straight over Long Beach City. If they win, they'll have my mom's lucky number of 6. Don't ask me where that comes from, by the way. Top 1, runners on the corners, nobody out for Long Beach. Tristan Zozueda hits the ball to pitcher Natalie Francis, play to second, out, play to first, not in time. 1-run scores, LBC like Snoop D-O-double-G, up 1-0. Bottom 1, Elko up to bat, same score, nobody on, nobody out, until Raylani Kamez strikes one to right. You'll hear from Kamez in just a second. Next batter, Bridget Antolini, high ball. Kamez takes off for second. She's there, no problemo. She eventually scores. Elko puts up 2 in the inning, and they roll 11-5. Just for you, Mom, 6 it is. Elko downs LBC and has now outscored the Snoop DO-GLS Vikes 48-16 during their 6-game dub streak. We get wild and crazy with math and statistics and stuff. Hey-o! I love when one month ends and a new one begins. Why? Because the first show of a brand new month, I get you my top 5 sauciest plays of the month, which means somebody is getting hooked up with a free large pizza of their choice, courtesy of Papa John's on PCH and Anza. There was so much awesome sauce to choose from, it was tough to narrow it down. But after a few minutes of one sleepless night, I finally did. Enough listening to me, buckle up, get comfy, grab some junk food. Here are my top 5 sauciest plays from February. Play number 5. We're going to go to the hardwood first. Noah Carroll, slamma jamma. That was a nice dunk. He's showing off the hops. Play number 4. We're going back to the hardwood towards his Giovanni Jackson. The Steph Curry like 3. Are you kidding me? Giovanni Jackson pulls up like Steph. The runner shot goes. What a shot. Play number 3. Bishop Montgomery's Aaron Atkinson. Dipsy doodles around the defender, shot on net, finds the back of the net. Let's take another look. It's the initial move by Atkinson that creates a scoring chance, and she kicks it with her left foot. Play number 2. Norse Ariana Armijo on the pitch. First save, second save, rolls around, finally jumps on the ball. What a save by Armijo. Play number 1. West keeper Ruth Soto against South. Clara Grauwinkle. Shot. Soto makes the stop with her feet. The ball's going to be kicked around. Soto's going to come all the way out. She can't get it there. She's still looking. She's looking. Soto. And now she finally covers it. Let's take another look, but the short version. What a save with her feet. Those are your sauciest plays from February. Woo-wee! Now those are some saucy plays. Congrats to West High keeper Ruth Soto. Your save sequence against rival South has just earned you a free large pizza of your choice, courtesy of Papa John's on PCH and Anza. Hit me up on Twitter, Facebook, or via email. That's the SportsDesk at torranceca.gov to redeem your certificate. Hey-o, everybody. That wraps up another saucy show. Don't forget to check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And remember, if you just want to say what's up or chat about some sports, you can do that as well. Have an awesome March, Torrance. Take it easy. We'll catch you next time.